I found this thing and like to me, in fact the thing is she was even at that time saying, no babe, don't throw it away, and I just took the thing and I threw it out the window. And like that's exactly. You know, you went out to get chips and you're like, instead of chips, I'm gonna come back with 50,000. You can take my phone. It's the part where somebody that's selling precious stones that are worth so much, that make diamonds, doesn't have a car.
Something in me just kept on looking at the police truck to be like, there's something wrong.
But the Muthi was overpowered.
Hey housemates!
We in the house.
Guys, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
I'm Dumi.
And I'm Sandiso.
And this is the Ngwenyas house.
Ngwenyas house. Welcome to the very first video we're shooting in our new working space. Stroke studio space. Stroke the progress God has blessed us with. Hallelujah. Oh yes. Amen. Woo! What video is this, my love?
Guys, I guess I just want to answer the story time because he's a clown.
Oh, bong, bong, bong.
He did the story time and he did mention that I have gotten scammed majorly before. And you guys were like, yeah, we want me to give us a story time, so I'm going to be giving you that story time today.
If this is your first time here, you're not a housemate yet.
To become a housemate, all you need to do is click subscribe
and press the notification bell
and the all option
so you don't miss a notification
every time we post.
And if you're a returning housemate,
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Alright guys, let's get into the video.
Can you be my ride or die?
If there's anybody that's been through something like this, please do share in the comment section just so people can also be aware.
In 2018 October, I know it was October, I invited my friends over. Your memory is so vivid. It is. Mara asked me about something that happened 5 minutes ago.
October.
I invited my friends to come over to my place, my high school friends. We hadn't been together for such a long time, so we chased away the husband.
Every time I I must find a way, I must find a place.
Yeah.
I must be out.
We had fun the first night, and then the next morning Kuti was making breakfast and I was like, okay, let me go to the shop and buy chips. Like, you know, fries, the chips, guys. When you present the chips, this is South Africa.
You know the chips that you always get from like the Indian shop?
Yeah, the Indian shop at the corner. Look, when I was in Kempton Park in Ribisa Drake's, I drove to Drake's place to buy the chips. The reason why we call the guy at that place Drake is
because he looks like
Drake. I bought like the chips, then I went into my car and I was texting my husband. While I'm texting, this guy comes up to my window. I was like, hi, you're such a beautiful lady, whatever, I need help. So Mrs. Help, everybody here.
And you were taken by the beautiful Mrs.
No, I wasn't. I'm sure she didn't even say I'm beautiful. It was in the morning. I'm sure I look like soup. So anyway, the part that got me is like, I really need help. I'm not from South Africa, and like I'm in a pickle. Like basically, I can't remember the exact word because I feel like that morning everything just got confused because maybe he had Muthi or whatever. How he ended up in my car, I don't know.
He went into your car?
He was in my car. Like, to tell this whole story, he was in my car.
Wait, so instantly from that, he literally went into your car?
The thing is, I can't even recall.
Why was he going into your car?
Yeah, the thing is, I can't even recall the part where he approached my window to when he was sitting in my car. But I allowed him to come into my car.
It's the Muthi.
Yeah, no, I allowed him to come into my car.
But it's the Muthi. Why were you allowing him to come into
I don't know, because I wouldn't, like, even though I do eye contact and stuff, I lock my door and
it's the Muthi.
He literally came into my car. I just remember the conversation was had, but it wasn't my car.
So then when he was in your car, then what happened?
Oh, I know. He started with yo, you look like somebody that likes Brazilian hair, like you like proper hair and stuff, and I know a supplier. And I was excited because it's so weird that at the time me and Gia were planning to like get a supplier for Brazilian hair and like your real hair and sell it. So I was like, oh yeah, that's so exciting. He said that, okay, cool, so this is the situation, right? I have Mama Getty or whoever was, who usually helps me with these deals. I'm a supplier of those that do jewelry for people.
From the wigs,
yeah, he went to that. From the wigs, it was his pitch was that he supplies stones, like stones to things, but he's here with people that also like deliver hair and stuff, so they know or they can sell it at cheaper prices and stuff. The weirdest part is there was a police car parked next to me, and I kept on looking at them a lot. Like something in me just kept on looking at the police, tried to be like, there's something wrong.
But the Muthi was overpowered.
But like something prompted me to still like entertain this.
It's the Muthi.
So this guy is like, okay, sharp, I supply these people with the real stone, and then they cut it up to become a diamond, and these things are very expensive. So just because I'm not from South Africa, they take advantage in terms of pricing. So I need someone who can speak for me on my behalf, so that we can get the best price.
So his entrance was wig.
Yeah.
And then from the wigs, he's like,
he came to the diamonds.
Alright, let's start with the diamonds.
Yeah. Well,
but the wigs are there.
Yeah,
so the whole time when I the wig.
Yeah, the wholesale. I don't know. At this point, like, I don't know what I'm holding on to here, because we're still talking about it as a concept with Gia. It was not something that we are already legit doing. He was like, okay, are you cool? Can I call these people so that we can negotiate in your car? Because Sis Getty, she's so wonderful. And the way she's like, mom.
Sorry for like asking a lot, because like I know what happened, but like, we've never actually had this chat about
we never had
what happened in the car. So so he came, he's like wigs, whatever the fire then diamonds, and then he came into the car after. So then he came into the car after the wig thing, and then started talking about the diamonds inside the car. Or what?
Inside the car, that's when the diamonds.
And so now he's saying to you, Hori, let's call. Call with what? Does he have a cell phone?
Yeah, he has a cell phone.
Oh.
Like, that's where he was showing me Mam Getty. Okay, this is her.
She, picture.
Who was the one that helped him, like, with this conversations when he was in South Africa. So he really was desperate, and he was like, yo, my sister, and he kept on saying this, even if I get 30,000, you get 10%, my sister, I promise, whatever.
Yeah, but 3,000 would have helped so much at that time.
But I don't know, like, I just feel like I was not in the frame of mind where I needed money. The guy goes and he calls somebody. He came from the mall. You remember the mall that was directly next? What is it called? Kempstar. Yeah. From Kempstar. I think this guy comes downstairs, and then after this guy comes downstairs, he also comes into my car. Imagine one woman, 22. And then there's so many guys, 2 guys now in your car, older than you, like everything.
It's a movie.
And what happens is he's like, yeah, do you have the things?
And then conversation between
they're having, I can hear. I guess I can hear. I think I can hear. So they're saying like, oh, do you have the things, whatever? And the guy's like, yeah, here are the stones. And then he's like, here's the cash. and you see the cash, like there's a cash in a plastic, like, and the cash is 30,000 rand. And then he gives this guy the stones, but this guy's like, no, I have to check with the big boss first if the stones are fine.
So no big boss.
So Olo check Ali big boss, okay, these stones are fine before I hand over the cash. So he goes up, and then while he goes up, he left the pamphlet that has the jewelry now, like, you know, stands if it has a pamphlet or whatever, like or brochure, like that's what he left, so we can look at the brochure of like what they do with these stones, okay? Like, and then they sell it in Santon. Kept on saying Santon, like, I don't know. Shapo, this guy, after 10 minutes, he comes back. When he gets back, he's like, yeah, the big boss is saying the stones are good, but why didn't you give us the liquid to wash the stones? So there's a liquid apparently that washes the stones. I didn't know about the liquid. So the guy's like, okay, let me talk to my partner, my sister here, and then let's make a plan. I do have the liquid, but it's not here with me because I didn't want to have everything and you guys robbed me.
For me, it's the part where somebody that's selling precious stones that are worth so much, that make diamonds, number one, doesn't have a car. Number two is talking about Osisketti, no official names, and is approaching somebody that drives a freaking I-10.
I-10, baby.
And they are walking on foot. But anyway, like, I've been scammed before, so I understand.
So they tell me that sharp, and then the guy leaves, and we're like, oh, and then this guy is like, please, my sister, it's not far. Please drive me to the guys that will have the Muthi, like that will have the liquid that we have to give, and then we are gonna go back and give them this so that like they can wash the thing. I drive this guy and I get there to Debonair's name. So we went there to talk to the guy about the liquid and stuff. So this is the second time. So while we are talking about the liquid, it's a point of like, now we need to take this liquid back to the people, but once they get the liquid, they give us the cash. I'm us now.
It's us now. The person says us.
This guy has a van and shop. Like he has a van and he's like, okay, cool, here's the liquid, ne? And then now with the initial guy and this guy who's the distributor, they're sitting in my back seat. My back seat.
And they're sitting there. Is in the front seat.
No, the Kempster guy is waiting for me at the other destination because he's parked with the boss waiting for the thing.
He's in a car or he's walking also?
He's walking. One year teller, nobody's in a car.
Big boss.
And I I'm driving them around, and then so the last time with the liquid, they like, no, my sister, I don't know what their reason for staying behind was, but they were like, no, we are gonna give you the liquid so you can take it to this guy, then he's gonna give you the cash and you have to come back and give us the cash.
So they were going to leave you with a measly liquid.
Yeah.
And when you're going to get a big amount of cash.
And give it back to them. I know, it sounds bad.
The worst thing about this scam thing is because the thing is, the reason now I always still believe it's Muthi is because it's
even not like me, like to let.
Besides being not like you, babe. Now when I got scammed by the TV, it was a Todoro thing. Like, you know what I mean? It happens. People can get scammed like that. But these things that happen to you.
Yeah, like literally, they were like, yeah.
It makes
and then
sense.
Luckily, okay.
Okay, sharp, fair. So then,
sharp. They want to leave me with the liquid, and then they're like, but because this is our money, we need to be sure that you are coming back. So to be sure that you are coming back, you have to leave us with your possessions. So we know that you are gonna come back with our money because it's our money. So they're like, what do you have that we can hold until you come back with our money?
Hand it over.
Hand it over. So I'm like, it's only my phone. That's the only thing I had in the car, luckily. And my car, which is valuable. And I'm like, it's only my phone. And they're like, oh, okay, you can give us that. And then this guy's like, do you have a laptop, whatever? And I'm like, no, yo. And I was sorry. I was like, yo, I'm so sorry. And my work laptop was in here. Unfortunately, I left it at home. Organically willing to give them my work laptop. Luckily, that's why I was saying luckily, it was at home. I took it out of my car. So I gave them my phone. I didn't have a wallet or handbag or anything in the car, fortunately. So it was only my phone.
Can I answer the question? How much was the Kempster guy going to give them the cash? This big amount of cash that you mentioned.
It was like 50,000 for the stone, the black stone. There was a black
took
stone.
A cell phone for 50,000.
Yeah. Like, I would have gotten away with 50,000 and they would have gotten a phone that was worth.
No, it didn't exist.
I'm saying at the time, like I was maybe like the fact that I was not considering those things as well. And then
who is the clown with the big red nose now?
Maybe yeah, big. Story fully to understand what I was like sharp. I was like, okay, cool. Like that time my friends are still waiting for chips.
You went outside to get chips. So and you were like,
I am being a drug dealer. I want a diamond dealer.
No, you went out to get chips and you're like, instead of chips, I'm gonna come back with 50,000. You can take my phone. I come back with chips at 50K. Ooh.
So
you in your bag.
So they take my things and they're like, okay, I go back. I'm driving. I drove back. And after driving back, I chill there for like I'm waiting for this guy. I don't have a phone to call anyone to be like, how this guy hasn't arrived or whatever. So I just have to wait and watch the coast or he's coming. Never came. The guy never came, and eventually I realized like, oh my god, I'm here alone, and I started getting scared. So after I got scared, I drove back home. Obviously I get there and I tell Bokia I'm crying, I'm hysterical, I'm everything crazy
because you don't have 50K
and my phone is gone. But like guys, and then
hashtag do it for the 50K.
Obviously, like
anything for 50K.
And then I call Sandy, so like, babe, come back. Like this happened. We can still get my phone. Whatever. He comes as well, Shapu. I remember you came, and then Gay was at the back, and then now we are like driving to try and find these people. Cause now when I got there back, I didn't drive actually instantly back home. I drove back to Debonair's where we were meeting. They were gone. And then this other homeless guy, I was asking him because he was there. I was like, those guys that came out of my car that we were here with, where are they? They were like, yo, my sister, as soon as you left there, you got into the van and left. We kept on calling these guys and they were like, hi, when I bring back our 50,000, we'll bring back your phone. They were still answering my phone. Actually, they were answering the phone.
For me, and then, like, now that I hear this thing, this kind of guys, honestly, they're weak. You know why I'm saying they're weak? They're so dumb. All of that admin for a cell phone. For a freaking cell phone.
They literally got my cell phone.
Or maybe some people lose more. In the comment section, just let us know. Have you, in the comment section, just let us know. Have you
scammed like that?
Scammed like this? Because for me, like this, like
Mama,
what?
Baby, remember I was even saying, yo, if I had my laptop, whatever, like I would give you, and I was even offering my license. But they're like, obviously they can't sell my license, so they didn't accept my license. But I was offering everything. I was like, yo, I even opened for my KB hole to be like, yeah, you can have this, you can have that, you can have that.
I found like this thing in the cubby hole, and we had parked, like we literally just parked at the garage, and obviously everybody to me is like hysterical and stuff like that. Kia is also like, you know, and me, I'm also now like just like, what the fucky, like what's going on? And I found this thing, and like to me, in fact the thing is, she was even at that time like, no babe, don't throw it away, and I just took the thing and I threw it out the window. And like that's for me, that's where I felt like that's the Muthi that they use to like disillusion you. That's where I thought like, it's Muthi. And then we stopped at the garage because we're meant, like Debonair's in Kempton Park was like the other road, like just opposite. So we went, obviously we didn't find these guys because it's a scam, they're long gone. Then next thing, we turn around, the car is no longer where we parked it. It's like
it was gone,
quarter to in the road.
I remember, baby, they checked, they came back to take the car. Then we looked that way and our car was like by the side of the road. But I remember Kia started praying, even was like, yo, this people.
It was deep because
it was so crazy, like the things that were happening. Like, why did the car move from one place to the next when nobody was in the car?
And it didn't make sense. And the thing, like now that I'm sitting back and thinking about this, it's just thinking.
Yeah, but also we were even asking around, and people were like, we didn't see the car move, or we didn't see anything weird. Because like if it's a car that's out of control, like for me,
people would scream.
Would scream.
Nobody knew what happened to the car. Because we're even thinking maybe I didn't put up the handbrake, but if I didn't pick up the handbrake, it would have been, people would have seen the car move.
Yeah, but nobody saw.
I even asked, was there a change of shift? There was no change of shift. It was the same people there.
And we didn't go to Debonair's for long. We were just asking questions.
And also where the car stopped, if it was moving with like free fall, or
it was supposed to just drive back, right?
It wouldn't have driven back because maybe the wheels were turned. But even if the wheels were turned, it wouldn't have stopped because it stopped in the middle of like the island.
No,
it didn't stop.
It didn't stop
like
my car's
boom.
Superhuman.
It didn't even like stop against something. It just literally stopped randomly in the middle of like. It was weird. That for me is what confirmed, could say something supernatural is happening here. And for me, whatever the supernatural thing that was happening is actually, no, screw that. Our God is very strong and powerful, because whatever the supernatural thing that was happening, all the stress and things they went through with the supernatural thing, all they got was a freaking cell phone. The
fact that I only lost my phone on that day, those guys could have told me to get out of my car, and
or
they could have
drive somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then they rape you.
Yeah, that's the thing. But the only thing I lost on that day was my phone, which is a positive thing. I know I still lost the phone, but it's
just a cell phone. They could have even killed you. Just be vigilant. You know, there's a lot of things that can happen out there. And like we asked earlier, if there's anybody that's been through something like this, please do share in the comment section, just so people can also be aware and stuff. I know this was kind of a like deep sort of ish story time, but yeah, this brings us to the end of the video. So just guys, be vigilant, and we are just glad that nothing happened at that time. And again, is it not weird?
Yeah,
that's why we're at the conclusion that honestly God is wow.
And it was witchcraft, though.
Definitely witchcraft.
And a similar thing almost happened at Kempton Park Mall. What is it? Festival Mall. As soon as those two guys approached me about hair, I was like, nope. Walked so fast. I've never walked that fast in my life. So be vigilant, you guys.
Yeah, be vigilant, guys. And also the key thing is, if something is too good to be true,
it
usually
but
is. That's
like,
a big.
That's what I was saying. But for me, that's what I was saying. That like. It's part of my mind was aware. Like, you know, when I was saying like
that's
the
what
police
happens.
were next
That's
to
what
me.
happens to people who get scammed. Speaking from perspective of someone who has been scammed before, you know, you see the signs. You actually see the things happening.
Yeah.
But you ignore them because you want this thing so much. But anyway, housemates, thank you so much for tuning in. Stop playing with your head. Thank you so much, housemates, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment,
share,
and subscribe. We'll see you with another video soon.
bye, housemates.